After a long break, we have finally gotten Bluelock Chapter 301 leaks, where we see all the 23 players in Tokyo, with people shouting their names and with Kaiser getting an offer from Real Spain League. If you also want to see the leaks, there is a link in description and in the comments. Now we start the chapter with an intro text saying the Neo-Egoist League is over and the last goal changed the life of Kaiser and Ness, and we see Loki with Charles exiting the pitch. We see Chris Prince and Lavinho smiling to each other, but the only person with a serious face is Noel. After that we see Ness still following Kaiser from behind, and Kaiser with a frustrated look asking Ness why he's still following him and calling himself shit. Kaiser continue his words saying we are broken, calling Ness shitty and to get lost, but after the silence Ness finally says no and telling Kaiser that he still be in his side with a serious look. Kaiser just crashed out again saying that he threw Ness for the sake of victory and lost to Yoichi. After that he keeps on calling himself a piece of shit, but Ness still says no and telling he won't do as he told anymore, telling Kaiser that he is not a piece of shit, he is just a human being with flesh and blood. He continue to telling that with his ego he will cast a new spell on Kaiser's broken self. In the whole conversation Ness never looked scared, he just looked like a whole new Ness. With a serious face, we might see what Ness is holding more in the World Cup match. After that we see some offering starting with Agi with 80 million from Manshine, City Charles with 110 million from PXG, then Ness with 130 million from Bastard. Now we can see him playing again Isagi one more time. After then Lorenzo with 280 million from Ubers, but the most shocking offering is here Kaiser with 400 million from Real, a team with players like Leonardo, Luna, Rin, and Sae. This team has to be one of the strongest in the World Cup. We can see Rin and Sae alongside Kaiser soon, and with this the commentator says to all the 23 players to get some rest and wake up next day at 9 a.m. and wear the suit they gave them and get in the Bluelock bus. The suit looks a lot like these. After that we shift to the bus, seeing all the 23 players. We see Bachira along with Nanace and Hyori talking about the dress and necktie. After we see more players talking to each other. Barou says why are the windows all dark? We see Rin in the last row, no one sitting next to him. We see Rin putting an eye mask and saying that it's so loud in here. After all this we see Yoichi, who is sitting next to Gagamaru. Yoichi is thinking of the moment when he said don't quit soccer to Nagi. He also think what would be going in Ryo's mind. Isagi still can't believe that Nagi is locked off. After that the announcer says that they have arrived. All the players thinks where they have came and gets ready to go outside, while the announcer says the 23 players who survived the Neo-Egoist League we have hold a victory parade in Ropping. Then we see a huge crowd of people shouting, screaming, and celebrating. Chidori says that we are stars. Bachira seems shocked with his mouth open, and Isagi says seriously looking shocked too. We see all the players' reaction. Bachira saying yay and Sendu saying whoa, and in the crowd we see a girl saying we love you Otoya. Otoya says wanted to hop in, which was funny to look at. We see other reactions too. Kanagami, who is with a pissed look still after Chidori asked him to wave at the people. After that the crowd just goes crazy and started to shout Isagi name again and again, and Yoichi, who is shocked and happy to see all this, says that they were able to cause such an enthusiasm. He continued to says that soccer is great. This is the power of football, and after that Isagi says he feeling so good and scared. He thinks of all the things he did in Bluelock, then saying one can become a hero with a single blow and fall just as easily. A world of all the best and worst outcomes. The people still going crazy saying Isagi's name again and again, while he continued to say don't get satisfied until the moment he become the best in the world. He will go beyond this scenery, he would go back to the world. Without football we see an amazing double panel of Isagi with aura in his eyes, and after that we see Nagi saying he is home. He continued to says that just like Choki, I didn't change, just came back to my ordinary life. He looks all depressed and his eyes all empty, and this makes the end of chapter 301. This chapter was really good. As for 2 or 3ch, we just kept on seeing Ego Nagi Ryo yapping. And by the way, after this chapter, which marks the starting World Cup, one of the best arc, which will start in 50 days. Like, subscribe, and there no break next week.